Umberto, welcome to the call today. Really excited to have you on this call.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and really excited to talk about, the project that you're working on, which is quite exciting. And maybe without further ado, maybe I would just like you to introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Sure. So first of all, thank you very much for having me here today. And I'm Umberto, and I'm the CEO and the founder of Kryptomon. I think that just the name of the concept and the project of the game is already, you can immediately pitch what we're doing. But if I have to summarize what Kryptomon is take CryptoKitties and mix it with Pokemon and Tamagotchi. So what happened is that the idea that we had as a team, and also myself, I'm a Pokemon fan, I'm a Pokemon trainer. I mean, I'm class 1992, so my entire childhood has been crafted by Pokemon. And so when it was this last spring, so April 2021, that everyone was getting crazy about NFTs and so on. And so I just asked myself, okay, what can we do? What if we do take CryptoKitties concept that is currently, it's kind of on a flat line, it doesn't do anything anymore. And we add Pokemon and Tamagotchi mechanics, which are two mechanics that I know by heart. They have been worked for the last 30 years and I'm really passionate about it. And so we created this. So at the end of the day, the overall vision and objective for us as a Kryptomon company is to recreate that kind of world and society that we were living in the Pokemon games. You as a trainer, that you can become a Pokemon trainer, then you can make money out of it, or you can have your own shop, or you are part of a team, that kind of stuff that it was there on the Game Boy. This is what we're trying to recreate and we want to build. So now with the Kryptomon, with the first battles and everything, it will lead to the Elite Super League with the World Championship, with the champion every year, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, thanks for that, Umberto. And just before we even dive a bit deeper into Kryptomon and what you guys are building, which is quite impressive, following the success of Pokemon. Now play-to-earn games have taken over in a big way. Mind maybe discussing a bit toward why play-to-earn games have become such a big deal and the future of the space?
First of all, I think we should definitely say thank you to Axie Infinity, probably, because Axie Infinity created. There are other projects also like Sorare and so on, but I think that Axie Infinity completely created this new industry, this new way of games. I think indeed that the reason why now it became such a big thing is more due to the fact that it's kind of a gold rush right now. A lot of people see this as an opportunity to make money, but not only as a players, but also mostly as project leads. If you look at now in the last 6 months, you can find play-to-earn games popping out every single day. You have 1,000 new play-to-earn projects every single day since 6 months, so you have a lot of new of them. And to me, and from what I can see and what I can say, is that I believe that most of it is more like, riding the wave of the hype, So I've talked with a lot of projects, when we launched and, to partnering with them, most of them reach out to us to partnership and so on. And most of the time, the realization that I had, it was, okay, yeah, these guys have an idea, okay, but the real reason, the real motivation that these people has behind it is to leverage the fact that play-to-earn is super hot, so they can issue their own token and then can monetize it. There's not real vision about what this game will look like in 5 years. They have no idea. They were just, pumping up their own coin. So what I think is what we will see now after this bearish market, I would say, is we will see way more or less play to earn projects, And those that we see are those that actually will succeed probably, or they will keep going. I think that already this bearish market already killed a huge amount of play-to-earn projects, because indeed there were not such as strong things. And indeed from our side as a CEO of the company, and what I tell to the team, but also to the community, to our we have a community of almost 300,000 people. What we tell them is always that, hey guys, this is not a project, this is a company, which is, first of all, make completely different. A project is something very easy that you do with your friends and so on. A company is a company, it's completely different objectives, it works in a different ways and with different logics. And this is make the difference from us. And also we always state that we are a gaming company first, not a crypto project. So as a gaming, sorry, because I have a baby behind me that, it started throwing stuff. He's 7 months old. So it started throwing stuff and get annoyed a little bit.
No problem.
But yes, so I think this is kind of what we will see there in the play-to-earn space is exactly like this. I mean, we saw, a huge spike of new projects due to the hype. Now the bearish market kicked in. We will see less project, but more quality project. I think that the bearish market will clean up a little bit the market of a lot of play-to-earn projects, and you will see higher quality in those that will pop out later on.
All right, great. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Now, Umberto, speaking about, projects that are unique, that are different, which obviously Kryptomon is, would you mind breaking down to us, the mechanics of the game? I know that the game offers certain unique features, with certain genetic codes, Could you break down to us what it means, for example, to own a Kryptomon and what you get?
Yeah, sure. First of all, let me start saying one thing. I think if we look at the different game mechanics that we're plugging in and we're building on which we're building Kryptomon, I think there isn't something which is really completely unique if you just look at the mechanic. What is making Kryptomon unique is the overall vision and how do we connect those mechanics together, because at the end of the day, we haven't reinvented the wheel. I mean, the game mechanics that we're using, such as we call it the Tamagotchi one, it's kind of a Tamagotchi, which is at the end of the day, having your own pet in your house. So if you have a Kryptomon now, you need to take care, like you take care of your dog, like if you take care of your cat. I don't know. So you need to feed him every day, every 2 days. It depends on how hungry he is. And because every Kryptomon has its own unique DNA, such as you have in CryptoKitties, but the DNA doesn't just define how does it looks, but it's also defined his personality, and it also defined how what is his life, what is his life. So meaning that if my Kryptomon is a very hungry one, he will I need to feed him 2 times per day. Or if my Kryptomon is very high affections, I will need to play with him most often compared to the other one. And everything is lead to, because if my Kryptomon then is happy, then he will be more keen to train and to have a better training results, and become stronger. And so then if it's happy, if it's stronger, then when you're going to be the battles, I have more chances to win, because it's not a depressed Kryptomon, it's a very happy Kryptomon. So, when in the battlefield, he will be more keen to win, or they will have an extra pump, let's say, a buff. So this is what is really the first things that I think makes Kryptomon unique is in the NFT landscape is indeed this living aspect. If you look at a lot of NFTs right now, aside from the entire collectibles part and also gaming, at the end of the day, you buy a card and you can use that card in the game. You buy a character and you can use that character in the game, and so on. What we build is you buy a creature and then you actually need to take care of that creature, and that creature demands you to take care of him, because if you don't, then you will not perform in the rest of the game, such as during the battles or such as during the breeding and so on. So this is kind of what it makes Kryptomon unique in some sort of sense, is that indeed having took all of different game mechanics that are already out there that are working very well, but then mix them together in the correct way, and giving the final vision that we have, which is really, I mean, what I'm saying is, unfortunately, we can't have a Pikachu in reality. It's impossible to have a mice that throw out lighting from his face. It's impossible. I mean, at least for today, you can't have a Charizard. Unfortunately, you can't have it. But at least what we can do, leveraging with NFT and the blockchain, we can mimic as much as we can, so you cannot have it in the reality, but you can have it digitally. And we can mimic as much as we can all the different aspects. So at the end of the day, we are really recreating, and we really recreate a digital creature that it really demands you like if it was next to you in real life.
All right, great. I mean, thanks for that awesome description. Obviously, makes me want to own a Kryptomon, obviously. Now, Umberto, let's also talk a bit about, your choice of blockchain and, where you decided to build this metaverse. Can you break down to us your choice of the blockchain and why?
Yeah, well, it's simple. I would say for main two reasons. Two reasons. Yes, two reasons. The first reason is about gas fee. It's just that. Why is that? Because this is a game, and a game requires a lot of interactions. A game is really something that also from a backend perspective, it saves a lot of data. You have a lot of interactions, and the more we grow, the more the game will grow, the more the interaction it will be. Okay. And of course, we are designing and we're building the game to optimize the interaction with the blockchain at the max as we can, so that you have not a lot of interactions, with chain. Because of course you want to save your data on chain. If you train your Kryptomon, you want to save those training, those stats improvement, you want to save it on chain, because then you can leverage it. And so doing it on ETH chain, it would have been quite a little bit expensive, for a player to play. I mean, sending $1 in the Ethereum chain, it depends, but usually it could cost you $50 to send just $1. And, people, it wouldn't be kind of a game for rich kids if you need to spend, I don't know, $20 every single time that you need to save some data. That it wouldn't be, especially also because the vision that we have is that we want to attract, we want to go for, because as of today, the crypto gamers is like 50 million people worldwide, but there is a 2 billion population of gamers, okay? And these people are used now to free to play. I mean, I'm one of the 2 billion people because I'm a gamer myself. And we are used to, free to play or maximum spending $70 for FIFA or NFL, whatever. That's kind of the price point of a AAA game, at least in Europe. And so imagine that I need to spend $30 every single time that I just need to save, some data. That's completely out of scope. So that's the main reason why. So going into Binance Smart Chain is, for us, it was allowing to using the proof of stake, and having mostly very, very few fees on a gas level. So minting a Kryptomon egg, it cost around, I think, $2. If you were on ETH, it would have cost you $80. So there's quite of a big difference there. And second one is also because ETH is still not on proof of stake, and so if we look at also from an environment perspective, the proof of work is not ideal. I mean, we also got a lot of backslash at the beginning, because there is a lot of unknown from the community or from the mainstream people. When you're talking about blockchain, all of the people thinks about blockchain as is the proof of work, like Ethereum and Bitcoin. They are really, really, not green, let's say. They're not green at all. While instead proof of stake is like 90%, 99% more energy efficient compared to a proof of work. So this is also another thing for us, because at the end of the day, this still matters. And the third one, it's more like an opportunistic and a business decision, is because Binance Smart Chain is of course built and managed and leveraged by Binance. And we all know how Binance is important into the crypto space. So for us, it was also a smart decision to go into the Binance Smart Chain, because in this way we would have more opportunity of collaborations together with the crypto giants, which is Binance. So it was kind of a no-brainer in that perspective. This doesn't mean that we will not go. We are also in the future, we are thinking that we will go probably cross-chain, like on Polygon, that kind of things. But as of today, BSC is just as good as it is, and it's good as it fits our needs. And indeed, by being with Binance also on Binance Smart Chain allowed us, for example, right now we did a mystery box sales on Binance NFT marketplace of our eggs that went sold out in 0.27 second in November, and we're gonna do another one on the 8th of February. So of course, that was also kind of a business decision. So those are the three main reasons why we decided to go with this chain, regarded with respect to others.
All right, great. Thanks, Umberto, for that breakdown. Yeah, and now moving away from the blockchain aspect, or just lingering there a bit. Let's talk about the Kryptomon tokens. If I own a Kryptomon token, can you give us a use case for it? What can you do with those tokens once you hold them?
Well, the Kryptomon coin, the Kryptomon token, is actually the only currency in the Kryptomon world. So if you want to buy an egg in the marketplace from a player, you need to use it Kryptomon coin. If you want to breed, you need to use Kryptomon coin. If you want to buy loot boxes with the food and items to train your Kryptomon, you need to use the Kryptomon coin. You can't do anything without Kryptomon coin. So the game is actually free to play. Once you have the Kryptomon, so the NFT, the creature, you can play even without spending extra money, a lot of money, so to say. You can play technically for free. But of course, if you want to grow up or invest, the only things that you can do is via the Kryptomon coin. And also moving forward, so the Kryptomon coin is also that when we're going to pay out the play to earn mechanics, it will be paid out in Kryptomon coin. When you're going to be the tournaments, you need to enroll yourself into the tournament, you need to buy the ticket to participate, you need to use Kryptomon coin. So the Kryptomon coin is going to be the only single currency in the Kryptomon universe. And of course, then on top of that, you can use for example, you can stake the Kryptomon coin also. And with the Kryptomon coin, if you stake the Kryptomon coin, then you can earn, you can participate in a lottery that allows you to win eggs every week. So it allows you to win, an NFT that could worth up to $20,000. You can, and then also if you stake the Kryptomon coin, you can buy loot boxes, so food, toys, trading tickets, and that kind of stuff for your Kryptomon with your Kryptomon coin staked. So in general, to make it simple, if there is a transaction or if there is anything that is related with the money or transaction inside of the game, the Kryptomon coin is the currency. Stop.
All right, great. Thanks for that. Now, as we wind up, Umberto, maybe you can let us know now, 2022, you obviously achieved a lot in 2021. What can we look forward to 2022? What are the milestones? How does the roadmap look for Kryptomon in 2022?
Look, David, so the thing is, indeed, Kryptomon actually was born in the white paper has been released on the 1st of May last year. So we are not even 1 year old. I think we have something like 9 months, as a company. So we are quite very young. And as you said, we achieved a lot throughout this year. And this cannot be done without such an amazing team that we have. And I'm really lucky and proud to work with such talented people. But what we've done in 2021 for us, it was more like setting up the baseline, setting up the basement and really understand what were our capabilities, what were our ambitions, and you know, understand also ourselves as a team. How do we perform and how we work with the community, you know? And what we released as of today, we can call it more like an MVP. It's more like an alpha beta of the entire game. You know, it was for us to assess. At the end of the day, we are all coming from tech space, so we are all, you know, tech startup professionals. So it's kind of, we're kind of an autopilot, especially at the beginning, because we know exactly what we want to have and what we want to achieve. And now 2022 is, now that we created the basement, okay, 2022 is the moment that we're going to start building the skyscraper. So we just completed right now the, let's say, Kryptomon full game experience design, you know. So what we want to achieve, how the tournaments is going to work, how do we implement the lands or buildings, and how is going to be the economy between players. So players that then create items that then can be reselled. I mean, we kind of recreate a very nice story about it. And indeed, 2022 is going to be the year that we are going to execute towards that design, and we're going to build that up, this, you know, universe. I don't like to call it metaverse. Let's call it the universe. It's more nice. Metaverse is too much a buzzword as of today. I will start using it back when less people was going to use it. So that is kind of that what is happening is going to happen in 2022. So starting right now on the 15th of February, we will release the first play-to-earn mechanics, such as the Tamagotchi quest, as well as the breeding. Then we're going to have the PvE, and then we're going to have the PvP and the tournaments. Together, we will transition from a web game to a mobile native app. So that's kind of a lot of stuff that is going on. My objective at the end of the day is that we can see the first Kryptomon World Championship tournament by the end of the year. And why I'm saying so is that because to get that, you know, to arrive to the Kryptomon World Championship tournament, we have done a lot of other stuff before, because to get to that point, we need to complete a lot of checkbox and boxes. But I'm sure that we're gonna be there. So this is gonna be, let's say that 2022, the focus indeed, it will be mainly focusing on completing the product development, you know, and really building up the game. And when I'm talking a game, I mean really a game that people will enjoy play, not just a game that allows you to grind token and then cash out, but really a game that you as a gamer, you want to play, and then earning money is just sort of the cherry on the top. And then 2023, I think it will be then the moment that we will, you know, start investing a lot more on mainstream casual gamers acquisition. So the first part of this year will be product development and start growing inside of the crypto gamers population. And in the second part of the year, we will start increasing also our effort toward non-crypto gamers population. And 2023, hopefully we will have collected already everything that we could from the crypto gamers. So we attracted all the people from the crypto gamers population that are interested in our game. And then in 2023, we will be solely focused on acquisition of mainstream and casual, not crypto gamers. But there's still full year before there. So let's see how the things are gonna go from now on.
All right, definitely. I mean, that's a great roadmap. Can't wait to see how, you know, that, you know, space evolves, how you guys are going to work. You've already achieved quite a lot, to be honest, as Kryptomon so far in less than a year. Pretty sure this year will be bigger. And we can't wait, you know, to see what you guys do. Otherwise, we appreciate you talking to us, Umberto. And we'll keep an eye on the project as well. I would also urge, you know, our listeners as well, you know, check out Kryptomon. Maybe as we wind up, maybe you can let us know where can people check out the project, where can they follow you?
Well, of course, I would say that the best thing is to go, first of all, on our website, which is kryptomon.co. And from there, you can find all the official channels, you know, from Telegram, Discord. I wouldn't hide. Because if you go straight on Telegram and search for Kryptomon, you will find also plenty of, scam groups and, fake groups and that kind of stuff. So go to the website kryptomon.co, so co, and navigate from there. From there, then you can have access to everything. You can find all the different useful links, such as, the communities or the game or the marketplace. Everything that you might need, it's going to be there.
Again, thank you, Umberto, for talking to us today.
It's been my pleasure.